Today we will discuss the second part of the this electromagnetic spectrum, that is the microwaves. Before that, let me revise in very brief what we have seen in the last lecture. So these are called as radio waves, the devices which are using radio waves for communication, that means sending information as well as accepting information. These are called as radio instruments. So our radio, TV, microphone, mobile phone, then submarine communication, remote sensing, this technique used for picturing or getting the maps or images of different types of weather systems, radars used at airports, and different types of telescopes. Out of that, the best example we have already seen, giant meter wavelength radio telescope. Few details about that we have discussed in brief. Y-shaped array of these antennas of each 45 meters, metal antennas that have been placed there in Naranga Kodak, and that is one of the very important device in this radio astronomy, which is very useful in detecting a very large distant sources, almost 12 billion light years or more than that. That type of distant objects are being seen and being picturized, and thereby we are able to understand the nature of this universe, or the constituents of the universe, or the existence of the universe is to be understood. So that is what GMRT is the major application of in India, where we are using this radio waves for its functioning. And then another thing, as we have discussed, that is called as Big Bang theory of expanding universe theory, where it has been thought that universe started at 13.5 billion years, and this universe is still expanding. And how to prove this expansion is that you have to observe the galaxies or stars or some other extra galactic object which are moving away from each other. According to this expansion theory of this Big Bang theory, all these objects are going away from each other, and the galaxy or the star which is at a very far away distance, it is observed that its redshift is very high, means its velocity of recession, its velocity of going away from Earth is much is larger, and in some cases some objects are moving with a velocity approaching to the velocity of light. And that's why this expansion process, which has started at 13.5 billion years ago, this process is still in continuation, and this expansion of the universe or this Big Bang theory can be proved and can be explained with the help of these radio signals or radio waves which are received from these type of sources. And that's why this is one of the very important window of this electromagnetic spectrum, which tells lot many things about its existence of this universe, and that is possible because of this type of radio waves. So these are the few important applications of this radio waves. If you are going listing of this, या सगळ्यांची जर आपण खूप मोठी लिस्ट केली तर काही पानच भरतील, एक 3-4 दिवस आपल्याला सगळ्या रेडिओ वेव्हच्या ऍप्लिकेशनचा अभ्यास करायला लागेल, तेवढा वेळ आपल्याकडे नाहीये. But we must understand these are the certain important applications of this electromagnetic waves. First part of that is this radio waves. Now, second part we are going to discuss, that is called as microwaves. Now, these microwaves have their wavelength less than the radio waves, but their frequency is higher than this radio waves. आपण मागे एक चार्ट पाहिला होता, प्रत्येक कंपोनेंट मधल्या प्रत्येक ह्याची वेवलेंथ किती आहे, फ्रिक्वेन्सी किती आहे, हे सगळे आकडे आपण मागच्या टेबल मध्ये दिले. आय एम नॉट गोइंग टू रिपीट दिस, बट दिस पर्टिक्युलर बँड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेटिक स्पेक्ट्रम फॉल्स इन बिटवीन. आपण जर पुन्हा एकदा छोटीशी डायग्राम काढली, दिस इज द डायग्राम ऑफ दिस इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेटिक स्पेक्ट्रम. हियर these are the gamma rays, and here these are the radio waves. Okay, so these are the radio waves, highest lambda and least nu. Okay, so this is least and this is maximum wavelength, least frequency, and here least minimum, that is the minimum wavelength of these gamma rays, and this nu is the maximum. So frequency goes on increasing as we move away from radio waves to gamma rays, or frequency goes on decreasing as we move from gamma rays to these radio waves, whereas wavelength goes on decreasing as we move from radio waves to gamma rays, as well as it goes on increasing when we go from gamma rays to radio waves. And in all cases, this C is equal to nu lambda. This relation is always found to be true or correct for each and every component of these waves. म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेटिक वेव्स मधल्या सगळ्या स्पेक्ट्रम साठी C इज इक्वल टू न्यू लॅम्बडा हे रिलेशन खरं ठरतं किंवा व्हॅलिड आहे. आणि याचाच अर्थ सी जर कॉन्स्टंट असेल, इफ न्यू इज इन्क्रीजिंग लॅम्बडा मस्ट डिक्रीजिंग, इफ लॅम्बडा इज डिक्रीजिंग न्यू मस्ट बी इन्क्रीजिंग. म्हणजे ह्या दोघांचा इन्व्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल आहे. एक वाढला की दुसरा कमी होतो, दुसरा कमी झाला की पहिला वाढतो. तर ह्या प्रकारे हा सगळा स्पेक्ट्रम आहे. त्याच्यातला पहिल्या पार्टचे आपण ऍप्लिकेशन पाहिले. नाव हिअर दिस कॅन बी सीन. हिअर दिस इज द रेंज दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज मायक्रोवेव्स. सो मायक्रोवेव्स आर बियॉन्ड, म्हणजे याच्या अगोदर ते असतील. याच्यानंतर तुम्ही इकडे गेला की दिस विल बी नाव इन्फ्रारेड. वी हॅव ऑलरेडी सीन दिस, फक्त मी रिपीट करतो थोड्या काळासाठी. आफ्टर इन्फ्रारेड दिस इज अ विजिबल. ओके, विजिबल. देन आफ्टर दिस विजिबल देर इज अल्ट्रावायलेट. माहित नसेल पण तुम्हाला माहित आहे ते. सो दिस इज अल्ट्रावायलेट. आफ्टर अल्ट्रावायलेट these are the x-rays. okay, and after x-rays this is the gamma rays. आणि याच्याही पलीकडे जाऊन इकडे जर आपण गेलो, these are called as cosmic rays. So that is how the frequency and wavelength variation can be shown on this particular diagram, which shows these are the different components of this electromagnetic waves. Out of that, this second component we are going to discuss, and that is called as microwaves. Now microwaves are again equally useful. आता याची काय आपण लिस्टिंग करूया. First listing will do this particular things. So where microwaves are used, if these are used, okay, first number one, radar applications. Radar applications, you can list them. कोणाचे तर लिहून घ्या तुम्हाला हवे असेल तर. radar applications at airport system किंवा radar systems at airport, that is first. Then different types of speed guns. Where these speed guns are used? Speed guns आपण कुठे वापरतो? वेगवेगळ्या वाहनांचं, रस्त्यावर एखाद्या हायवेवरून जाणाऱ्या वाहनांचं स्पीड जर तुम्हाला इन्स्टंटली मोजायचं असेल, these speed guns are the devices which measure the speed as well as it uses these microwaves. तुम्ही क्रिकेट जर पाहत असाल, क्रिकेटमध्ये सुद्धा एखाद्या बॉलरच्या बॉल फेकलेल्या बॉलचा जर वेग तुम्हाला मोजायचा असेल, दिस इज नॉट टू बी मेजर्ड बाय एनी अदर डिव्हाइस बट देर आर सर्टन स्पीड गन्स. म्हणजे तो जो कॅमेरा असेल त्यालाच ती स्पीड गन असते, अँड इट मेजर्स इट्स डिस्टन्स फ्रॉम वन लोकेशन टू द लोकेशन अँड टाइम, अँड दॅट मेजर्स द स्पीड ऑफ दॅट पर्टिक्युलर बॉल. सो ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ स्पीड गन्स आर युजिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ waves which are called as microwaves. Then third important application of this is remote sensing. So this is also used in the remote sensing. So don't worry, तुमच्या लक्षात येईल की आपण रेडिओ वेव्स पण रिमोट सेन्ससाठी वापरल्या, तशाच मायक्रोवेव्ह सुद्धा काही प्रकारच्या रिमोट सेन्सिंग मध्ये वापरता येतात. खरं तर त्याचे ऍप्लिकेशन तसे दोन वेगळे आहेत, बट डझंट मॅटर. वी शुड अंडरस्टँड दीज वेव्स आर ऑल्सो यूज्ड फॉर दिस that is called as the remote sensing. Then microwave communication. Microwave communication. खरं तर त्याला that is called as तुम्ही वॉकी टॉकी पाहिलं असेल. ओके, वॉकी टॉकी. सो दॅट डिव्हाइस विच इज यूज बाय पोलीस. पूर्वीच्या काळामध्ये पोलीस एकमेकांना कन्सल्ट करण्यासाठी, म्हणजे जर फील्डमध्ये असतील तिथं कुठलाही टेलिफोन नसेल, पण वॉकी टॉकीच्या सहाय्याने आपण एकमेकांशी कम्युनिकेट करू शकतो. सो दीज वॉकी टॉकीज आर सच टाइप ऑफ डिव्हाइसेस विच आर यूज फॉर distant communications by this type of security agencies. These are nothing but the radiations that used by these devices are microwaves. So microwave communication is nowadays, because we are now mobile, आपल्याकडे आता मोबाईल्स असल्यामुळे आपण फारसे हे वापरत नाही, म्हणजे वॉकी टॉकीची फारशी गरज पडत नाही. बट अर्लियर डेज, बिफोर 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years before, these are the very important devices of the communication which are used by police agencies and so on. Okay, so we have seen this remote sensing. Tooth devices are made with the help of microwaves. Some scientists have stated that prolonged exposure. Okay, we won't go for that. Then another important device, that is what called as microwave oven. Microwave oven. So what is this device? This is a device used for cooking food. आता तुम्ही काही घरा किचन मध्ये किंवा काही लोकांकडे या प्रकारचे मायक्रोवेव्ह ओव्हन असतील. ऍक्च्युअली इट्स ऍक्च्युअल फंक्शनिंग, इट्स कन्स्ट्रक्शन, वर्किंग, etc. that all these things we are going to see somewhat later on in the next chapter. But here these microwave ovens are such devices where microwaves are produced which are having that means it is called as resonant wavelength, resonant that is called as uh, that is the microwave ovens are interesting domestic application of these waves. Microwaves are also used in making ovens which are used in restaurants. In such ovens, the frequency of microwave is selected to match the resonant frequency of water molecules. Okay, so resonant frequency of water molecules. Now water molecules are provided different frequencies, and you will find that these water molecules vibrate with a very high frequency whenever there is a resonant frequency occurs. So that particular water starts boiling when such type of microwaves are inserted there, or when microwaves comes into the water. And these microwaves, so we have, these are first fixed frequencies, so such frequencies microwaves are to be generated in the microwave, and because of that this water gets heated. There is enough movement of the water, not physical movement, but the molecular movement of the water takes place, vibrations takes place. Here there is a resonance, and because of that this water gets heated, and therefore the food gets cooked. So food cooking process is possible, and that is what the functioning of the microwave oven. So more about this construction, working, types and all other details that will be discussed somewhat later on. पण एक लक्षात घ्या, या केसमध्ये टेम्परेचर राईज होतं त्या पाण्याचं, आणि ते टेम्परेचर राईज झालं की मग त्याच्यामध्ये जे फूड ठेवलं असेल ते फूड बऱ्याच वेळा आपल्याला शिजवता येऊ शकतं. So microwave ovens is one of the very common device which uses microwaves from this electromagnetic spectrum, and that is it's one of the important applications. So we must understand this. So microwaves can be used as broadcast information, that means to send information or for communication purpose, as well as it is used to warm the food. अन्न गरम करण्यासाठी सुद्धा आपण मायक्रोवेव्स वापरतो. So these are the few important applications of these microwaves. So out of that, important as we have seen, this microwave oven, then remote sensing, speed gun, radar applications, and walkie-talkie or such type of devices we can use as a micro oven. त्यानंतर पुढे जाऊन आपण एक स्पेक्ट्रम बद्दल बोलणार आहोत. When we go for the end of this particular chapter, what is this electromagnetic spectrum and what is this electromagnetic spectrum? आय थिंक तुम्ही ऐकलं असेल की आपल्याकडे आपण समजतो, म्हणजे माहिती आहे आपल्याला की मागच्या 5-7 वर्षापूर्वी आपल्याकडे स्पेक्ट्रमचा बराच गाजावाजा चालू होता. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट स्पेक्ट्रम? म्हणजे मोबाईल कम्युनिकेशनसाठी जे स्पेक्ट्रम आहेत त्याच्या पण गव्हर्नमेंट लिलाव करतं, ते का करतं, कसं करतं, कशा प्रकारचा लिलाव असतो, व्हॉट आर इट्स, त्याच्यातले काही डिटेल्स आहेत ते पण आपण थोडेसे नंतर जाऊन पुढे पाहणार आहोत. सो दीज आर द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द रेडिएशन which we have seen its application. Now after microwaves, let's come to this now which is called as the infrared radiation. So this is third, infrared waves. Infrared waves, naturally these waves will be in between visible spectrum and this microwaves. We have just now seen in between this particular band which is called as infrared. Remember, all of us including human, म्हणजे सगळे जे जिवंत प्राणी आहेत, जिवंत म्हणतो मी, all these live animals radiate these type of radiations or infrared waves, and thereby it is possible in the night vision, रात्रीमध्ये आपण एखादा प्राणी ओळखू शकतो, तो नाईट विजन कॅमेरा असेल त्याच्यामध्ये इन्फ्रारेड वेव्स वापरतात. And these infrared waves are emitted by this particular camera. These waves reach on the particular object and then get reflected back. Sometimes an object is enough hot, म्हणजे रूम टेम्परेचर पेक्षा जर एखाद्या ऑब्जेक्टचं टेम्परेचर जास्त असेल, फॉर एक्झाम्पल ह्युमन or any animal, these type of animals emit these type of radiations, and these radiations are absorbed by this particular camera or catched by the camera, and therefore one can get the image of this type of objects or such type of animals or humans very easily. So human, every living, may it be plant, may it be a animal, may it be a small creature, may it be human, or may it be any other animal like elephant, all these animals emit these type of infrared radiation. So whatever object which is hot, that emits these type of radiations. आणि degree of hotness, ऑब्जेक्ट जितकं जास्त गरम असेल तितक्या जास्त एनर्जीच्या किंवा जास्त फ्रिक्वेन्सीच्या किंवा कमी वेव्हलेंथच्या इन्फ्रारेड त्याच्यामधून बाहेर पडतील. अर्थात प्रत्येक ऑब्जेक्टची वेगळी इन्फ्रारेड स्पेक्ट्रम फ्रिक्वेन्सी असेल किंवा इन्फ्रारेड वेव्हलेंथ असेल, अँड दॅट्स व्हॉट एव्हरी दॅट अँड फ्रॉम दॅट वी कॅन आयडेंटिफाय व्हॉट these objects are. So infrared spectroscopy is one important aspect of this. Infrared photography is also another important application of this, and apart from that there are always lot many commercial and industrial applications. त्याच्यातलं सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं कमर्शियल ॲप्लिकेशन आपल्याकडे जे असेल ते आपल्याला माहिती आहे, दॅट इज अ रिमोट ऑफ आवर टीव्ही. आपल्या प्रत्येकाच्या घरामध्ये टीव्ही आहे जवळपास 99.99%, अँड एव्हरीवन हॅज is operating these TVs with the help of this type of the device which is called as the, त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो, that device is called as which is in our hand, काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, आपल्या हातात डिव्हाइस असतं आणि त्याच्या साहाय्याने आपण टीव्ही चे चॅनल्स बदलतो वगैरे वगैरे काय करतो आपण. सो दॅट डिव्हाइस इज कॉल्ड एज काय म्हणायचं त्याला, रिमोट. So remote controller of TV works on this particular principle. So just here also we will list this particular list here. Okay. So first remote, TV remotes. This is what a device which uses this type of infrared rays. Then the second important thing is this infrared cameras used for night vision, and based upon that there are several military devices. These devices are produced, or these devices are using these type of infrared waves. Okay, now as I said, there are several industrial applications. So night vision camera, as I said, infrared radiations is used in industrial, scientific, military, law enforcement and medical applications. Night vision devices use active near infrared illumination. Infrared telescopy uses sensor equipped telescope to penetrate dusty region of space, detect objects such as planets and red-shifted objects in the universe. Uses for military and civil applications include target acquisition, surveillance. So military मध्ये that is target acquisition, AQUISITY, target acquisition. Then next is we can show here surveillance किंवा आपल्याकडे जे आता CCTV कॅमेराज असतात, all these are using this CCTV cameras. So this is actually industrial application. CCTV cameras, all these are using this type of infrared devices. Then surveillance, night vision, tracking, etc. So these are the devices which are used in, these devices are used. Okay, thank you. So these are these applications of this. Then next here it is tracking infrared waves occurring used as heat waves. So these are the heat waves. Okay, so for heating purpose, I think you might have seen in every laboratory there is infrared lamp, as well as in hospitals too. These type of lamps are there, and these lamps are used for very different purposes, very important purposes, such as heating some body parts. आपल्या बॉडीचा एखादा पार्ट्स जर हीट करायचा असेल, दिस टाइप ऑफ इन्फ्रारेड लॅम्प्स आर यूज्ड. म्हणजे त्याने फारसं पोळत नाही किंवा चटका पण बसत नाही, आणि जेवढं हवं तेवढं गरम आपल्याला करता येतं, त्याची इंटेन्सिटी वाढते. Such type of infrared lamps are used in the medical purposes. So heating purpose is one of this. किंवा आपण आपल्या घरी जेवढं काही हिटिंग साठी वापरतो, मे इट बी आयर्न, मे इट बी कॉईल, किंवा आणखी काही एखादं तुमच्याकडे इलेक्ट्रिक शेगडी असते, एव्हरीवेअर दिस टाइप ऑफ इन्फ्रारेड वेव्स आर जनरेटेड, and these waves produce a heat, and this heat can be used for different purposes. So we must understand this is what in physical therapy. So infrared lamps in physical therapy. Physical, THERAPY. Okay, physical therapy. I am just listing very small numbers here. Then one more very important effect that is called as greenhouse effect. Now, what is this greenhouse effect? You might have heard about this earlier, and this greenhouse effect is one of the very common effect here on the surface of Earth we follow. So just I'll draw some simple picture here. Now this is the Earth surface. Okay, so this is the Earth surface, and the radiations which are coming from sun. Now this is a sun, and these radiations which are coming, this is what here Earth surface. There is an atmosphere. Okay, so this is an atmosphere. Its height is almost 100 kilometers, not more than that, or around this 100 kilometers. So this atmosphere contains air, so it contains O2, it contains nitrogen, and it also contains water vapor, that is called as H2O. So this is a mixture of all this. So these all the radiations which are coming here, most of the radiations which are coming here, these radiations are nothing but the visible radiations. So the Earth receives the light from the sun in the form of visible radiations, and now these radiations are absorbed by this. So these radiations are absorbed here. So Earth surface absorbs all these type of radiations, and when it re-emits, and now these radiations are a bit higher wavelength, and these are infrared radiations. So I write it here. These are infrared radiations, and you might be knowing these radiations are well absorbed by this H2O or this particular water vapor. So light radiations coming from the sun are in the form of visible radiation, so that falls on the surface of Earth. Now these radiations during daytime, these radiations are being absorbed by all water bodies, all Earth surface, or all the buildings and the plants and this whatever existing around us. All these things absorb these type of radiations, and after some time these radiations are re-emitted, or this energy is re-emitted in the form of these radiations which are called as infrared. So the radiations coming are the visible and re-radiated. This is in the infrared, and now these infrared radiations are absorbed. Okay, so these are absorbed by water vapor, and thereby a temperature of the atmosphere goes on increasing. So whatever heating effect or the heat wave or heating we observed of the atmosphere, that happens because of this type of phenomenon, and that water vapor can contain this large amount of heat inside it as its temperature goes on increasing, and thereby atmosphere goes on heating, and this is called as the greenhouse. So in greenhouse, same thing is maintained. So greenhouse effect is the heating. So as long as this water vapor and carbon dioxide, this is another important component of this here, which absorbs large amount of infrared radiations, and thereby heating of the Earth takes place. So heating of the atmosphere, or that is what we call as a climate change, etc. These things are possible because of this. So whatever radiations received or the energy received from the sun, if the entire energy goes into the space by reflecting or by different types of physical processes, then Earth will have a constant temperature. But sometimes when this amount of heat re-radiated remains inside the atmosphere, the temperature of the Earth goes on increasing, and this effect is called as greenhouse effect. Nowadays in agriculture we use these greenhouses. So greenhouses are such a mechanical system or the physical system where we rise this type of temperature inside this. So because of cooling or because of the cold temperature, cold effect, this particular crops can be saved from different other types of problems, and this type of greenhouses are used. So in agriculture several different types of greenhouses are being used, but in the natural way, greenhouse effect takes place in the atmosphere of the Earth itself because of this type of radiations which are absorbed, which are re-emitted, and this particular effect is called as greenhouse effect. So greenhouse effect is one of the basic important phenomena which is possible because of this type of radiations, or which are called as the infrared radiation. So infrared radiations and greenhouse effect, that is to be understood very well, and that is how the heat climate or the climatic change, etc., greenhouse effect, etc., that is what we see. And as long as this pollution is on the increasing side, so as pollution goes on increasing, the amount of heat absorbed by the atmosphere goes on increasing, and that is what we call as a climate change. So greenhouse effect, climate change, and this infrared radiations, they have very well connected to each other, and that is to be understood for all of us. Okay, so this is what another important applications. Then I think you might have seen all different types of LEDs, LED, light emitting diodes. So these light emitting diodes emit in these infrared radiations. So I think you might have seen different types of signboards. Okay, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे LED चे आपण लॅम्प पाहतो, LED lamps as well as signboards or several other devices where these infrared radiations are used, and this LED lamp is one of the very important factor here. So infrared detectors are employed in the Earth satellites, both for military purpose as well as for monitoring growth of the crops. Electronic devices like semiconductor light emitting diodes, that is LED light, are also emit these infrared radiations. They are widely used in the remote switches of domestic electronic systems such as TV sets, video recorders and hi-fi systems. So whatever तुमचा घरचा एखादा रिमोट अतिशय काळजीपूर्वक बारकाईने पहा, त्या रिमोटच्या पुढच्या टोकाला ज्या बाजूला आपण टीव्हीकडे रिमोटची बाजू करतो त्या बाजूला एक छोटासा इन्फ्रारेड लॅम्प असतो, खरं तर लेड लॅम्प असतो त्याच्यामध्ये, which emits these type of radiation. So when we press the button of this, any button of this particular remote sensor, this button goes on, that means that particular LED lamp goes on for a fraction of second, and these infrared radiations are sent to the TV, where there is one more sensor is there, infrared sensor is there, and that accepts these infrared radiations, and then the further action is possible. So whether making on off or changing the channel, decreasing the sound and doing all these things, so these entire operations of TV set can be done with the help of this LED lamp, which is fitted at the end of your remote sensor, and these radiations, infrared radiations, are sent from that particular LED lamp to LED or that remote sensor to a device or sensor in your TV, and this in between communication without any connecting is possible between your remote sensor and this particular TV, that is for functioning of this remote. So this LED or light emitting diodes, which are having a special tendency of emitting a very fixed type of fixed wavelength infrared radiations, that has large many applications and lot many applications. So here this second part of these applications of these infrared waves we are at the end part of this. Now we'll understand only two radiations we could complete in today's discussion. So microwaves and the infrared rays. As I said, there are thousands of other applications, but it is very difficult for us to cover all the applications, but major applications of these radiations to be understood, because in examination there can be several types of questions, and these questions may be asked in examinations. So what are the applications of these infrared waves, what are the applications of this type of microwaves, that part we have finished in today's discussion. Tomorrow in the next lecture we will go for another remaining part, and we will try to finish this particular chapter in the tomorrow's lecture. Doesn't matter if it is not completed, but at least we will discuss another important applications of this. So let me take the attendance.